up my kind. Stuck in the crib just sipping on wine. One on steam like I'm looking for a dime. That's not my bitch, you should keep on lying. Nigga rest in peace for speaking on mine. I smoke the fuck out you for wasting my time. Bitch, I step with a blaster and hitters all time. Talk about slay #1 all time. No more tears left. Gotta watch my steps. You think I'm the best? You think I'm the best? Standing still, don't take no rest. Standing still, don't take no rest. Tryna knock my swag, look, nigga, stay blessed. Tryna knock my swag, stay blessed.
Shout out ColeFrosty.
That's a good take, man. Hey.
But I think he's just blinded by Ian.
Who is?
Cole.
Think so? Why you say that?
They're both white.
Can you be my world? Can you be my world? For one night, can I save your world? Superman takes flight. It'll be alright, my girl. You can be my wife. I'll save my life. I'll save your life. When I see you pass by, sometimes when I end my life. Cause I don't got you in my life. 24/7, you in my size. 24/7.
Shout out to ColeFrosty.
Yeah, there you go. Appreciate it. Hey, take care.
Shout out ColeFrosty. Hell yeah. Shout out ColeFrosty.
I appreciate you guys for watching that entire montage of what's been going on in my life, the places I've went, the concerts, I've seen since 2025. Going into 2026 here, we're almost halfway done, 5 months down in the year already, which is crazy to think about. But I just want to chat about, my summer update, my summer plans, new direction, and other things happening here on the channel. I know I did an update, I guess, a few months ago. That one was a little bit more personal, and I've done a lot of talking and not a lot of uploading. That time capsule to 24/7 by Slayr, one of the greatest songs in maybe ever, or definitely in the last year or two. Go like that on Instagram. Not trying to plug all my stuff right here, but I'd really appreciate it if you guys went and dropped a like on that, because I'm only posting that on here and YouTube, so hopefully this doesn't get taken down. But to talk about my main channel, I really accepted in the last few months that I'll never be able to do these edited updates and reviews throughout the week. I don't live at my mommy's house anymore. I can't do that anymore, and it's kind of hard to find time throughout the week to be able to just talk about random artists like Pink Panthers on a random Wednesday, if I want to. That doesn't exist for me anymore, and I understand there's TikTok and there's short form and other avenues, but I haven't ever really been too fond of that, and I've always really wanted to stick to what I want to do. Otherwise, I'd honestly rather quit. So I know that I haven't uploaded too many videos on the main channel, but in this corner here, I've redone it, hung up a few things on the wall you might have seen in the last few weeks. I'm starting a new series. Maybe it's a podcast, whatever I want to call it, but I'm starting this because I want to find something that I can consistently fall back on and upload, bi-weekly, every week, whatever it ends up being. Whenever I have enough stuff to talk about, it's going to be hopefully, 30 minutes, somewhere around there, a little bit less, a little bit more. We'll see what ends up happening, and it will be edited. But throughout when I'm doing that and I'm streaming all this stuff in the background, I'm going to be able to finally work on ranking all of Juice WRLD's albums and stuff like that I started writing, or I said I was going to do a couple months ago, and I haven't got around to it. So really excited to get also some great well put together, timeless main channel videos. And the main channel is just, I'm really not trying to make it just something you watch and it's kind of gone. That's more for the second channel, where there's reactions. I'm keeping up with new music every week and upload some BS some days, But I'm excited. I got one of these new Shure microphones. I got I forget the name of it, but I literally got the last one from Guitar Center. It shipped in from Michigan. Didn't even have the box, but I'm gonna give that a spin because there's a few upgrades I know I can make, so I'll continue to do that throughout this year. When I am reacting to stuff, and on the second channel, there should be almost daily uploads. I'm gonna be really on my stuff and do off-stream reactions as well. There's gonna be trailers and stuff like that, so plenty more album reactions. I haven't really gotten around to, I guess, too many in the last month or two, not as many as I've wanted to, but that's why I'm going to stream more on Twitch, I promise. I want to do some shorter streams. It might just be a random Saturday, boom, I just pop on a live, here's the album we're doing, and that's that. I don't need to wait days and days and plan all this stuff out all the time like I always have. And I'm gonna be there every New Music Friday, and I'm very excited for that. That's not going anywhere. But just F it. Tuesday, let's play a video game for an hour. You know what I'm saying? I want to go live a little bit more for the flock. But on the second channel, please let me know any ideas you have for like the thumbnails. I'm gonna like test some stuff out and try some thumbnails and try to make some stuff myself here recently, or coming up I meant. Also on stream, I want to say love you guys' recommendations. I love people popping in, hey, check out my song, check out my buddy's song. I love that, and I love getting links from you guys. We've heard music from all across the globe at this point, and I feel like if it's like past midnight, I can't do it anymore, and I feel like I want to do more dedicated streams, so I'm like ready for that, because when I got new music to listen to, and I have a list of reactions, I have videos to do on stream, it's just really, it honestly gets really hard, and there can be a lot of people sometimes to sort through and go through their links. And I need those hours in my week back. And that's kind of why I stopped posting news on Twitter and stuff and been off my phone a little bit more in the last week or two, because I need as many hours as possible. Otherwise, the cycle is going to continue, and I'm always just going to, upload like one video a month and get some reactions out and call it a day. And that's just not good enough. And so I want to go back into the archives as well when it comes to album reactions and things I'm checking out on stream. Because in this booklet, dude, I have like 100, 200 like album recommendations from your guys' comments, from streams, other artists that I like that I still have to go through the discographies. Like for an example, one off the top of my head, I haven't even heard like at least 5 Future projects or whatever, and he's like one of the goats that like everyone loves. Like I'd like to hear that, and I'm someone who I want to hear as much as possible. I don't really care, what genre and what it is and everything. But in this list and stuff that is important that I need to get done is like Joe Keery. I have 1 album left. His videos do good. I'm gonna get to that next as the recommendation. Tu Hollis, really like his music, big fan of him in the last year or two. I have 1 more album to get to, and I want to do a little series like that because I want to get some artists done and do their albums kind of back to back, even to get through their discographies a little bit better. There's a lot of other pop artists, indie artists, country does really well every once in a while when I upload that. So there's a lot of music to get to from everything happening. I'm gonna keep track as much as I can, but there's a lot going on even in underground hip hop, and even just hip hop is what I mainly listen to and cover and talk about. But I have so many artists to listen to. There's so many like names I always see, and I just read them like almost every day, and for months I never even like get around to their music. So it's about time, it's just like a couple months ago I just heard my first like 9 Vicious project, and he has like the most viewed Rolling Loud set of the weekend, and I'm like, I don't know, this guy's got a couple good songs, what's going on here? My unk at this point, I don't know. That's why I'm gonna do a podcast. We're gonna yap whatever comes off my dome. I'm going to talk about it that day. It could be sports, could be whatever's going on in my life, but it will mainly be a very structured, and it will have edits and everything. It'll be a fairly well done podcast with segments and whatnot. And I feel like I'm just inspired by, yeah, sure, there's like NFR podcasts and stuff out there for hip hop, but also I feel like just watching like sports talk shows and stuff like that as I grew up, or when some like when college football season comes around or whatever. I think that also has kind of inspired me a little bit, as I don't want to sound like I'm mature, but I definitely listen to more shows and podcasts and stuff than I did a few years ago when I streamed 500 hours of Juice WRLD during quarantine. But yeah, that's kind of everything I wanted to say in this video for the summer update. I'm going to be back very soon. The series will start this week. Probably going to be talking about those Drake albums and a bunch of other stuff. So stay tuned for that. I love you guys for all the support. And, if other people don't support, might have unsubscribed, or I didn't upload enough for them. I literally, I fully get it. Like, my content is going to be different than what it used to be, and what some people are used to, and it's not going to be these Juice WRLD updates and whatnot. Like, I can't even talk about that stuff anymore. So eventually, gotta find some new recipe, gotta find some new sauce, you know what I mean, and ratatouille that bitch. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, dip out of here. Like I said, I'll be back very soon. Tap in with both my channels. I love you. And yeah, all links in the description if you want to join the Frosty flock. I got a Discord and a Twitch where, like I said, I'll be active over there and really everywhere as much as possible. Videos will always be out as soon as possible, I promise. It's gonna be a great summer. And yeah, welcome to the coldest show on earth, baby.